This is the User Adoption Podcast with your host, Henrik de Gyor.
Who are you and what do you do?
Hello, Henrik. I am Renee Larson. I lead a global team of user adoption and IT solution specialists for Prologis. And Prologis is an industrial real estate company that builds, leases, and manages large warehouses. Our customers range from small mom and pop shops who need warehouse space to companies like Walmart, DHL, and Amazon. We have 1,600 employees spread over 4 continents in 19 different countries. With over 70 offices around the world that range from 2 employees to nearly 300, our user adoption team is responsible for making sure that we harvest the value from the technology investments Prologis has made. From what I've seen in my 20-year corporate tenure, I'd venture to guess that most organizations only use about 50% of the features and functions available in the software that they purchase. For us in the industrial real estate space, that would be like building a warehouse and only renting out 50% of it. Prologis realizes the benefit of maximizing their tech investment and has therefore dedicated resources to ensuring we do not leave money on the table. Our interactive user adoption program focuses on informing and educating our employees about the technology that is at their disposal and relating it to their day-to-day activities so they can put it to use immediately. It's a win-win. Our employees become more efficient and technically savvy, and Prologis stays ahead of what's next and realizes a stronger ROI from our technology investments.
Renee, how are you involved with user adoption?
Our team develops, promotes, and delivers the IT user adoption programs at Prologis. We're focused on the IT tools that everyone uses every day. So things like Outlook, Box, mobile devices. Our user adoption programs are developed around the specific needs of our internal employees. Our objective is to understand what our business colleagues do, then figure out how our available technology can make them more efficient, connected, and relevant. Then it's up to us to create and deliver a format that's engaging, memorable, and immediately applicable. Let me give you a simple example. Outlook is our email solution like it is for many companies. And we're all guilty of using the features we know to get our job done, but not exploring much further. There are so many tools in Outlook that can make us more efficient, and the majority of us don't even know they exist. Our property managers and leasing officers, for example, have standard language they use repeatedly in emails. They may have instructions for customers for moving in or descriptions of property characteristics used to help a potential tenant make a decision. Typically, if people need to send this standard language to another customer, they find the previous email they sent, they'll hit the forward button, they'll remove unwanted information, and then send it. We know this is a standard practice throughout the organization. So in our technology variety show session, we teach people about Outlook Quick Parts, where they can save standard repeated language to easily insert into a new message. It's really about efficiency, teaching people about features, tools, and options. So tasks that used to take them 30 seconds now takes them 15. This helps them aggregate those marginal gains in hours, weeks, and months of time back. Let's make the machines do the mundane so we can keep moving business forward and stay ahead of what's next. Our user adoption platform has a multi-pronged approach. First, we have on-site, in-person interactive sessions. Second, we've cultivated an online community using a business social networking tool where our employee base can share experiences and see how others are using tech tools within the organization. To ensure that the content on this online community stays fresh and to give people a reason to come back, our team engages the online community weekly with a Prologis tech tip. It's known as the Pro Tip. Third, we do live instructor-led monthly technology webinars, which are recorded and added to our learning management system for on-demand viewing. And finally, we have IT champions and ambassadors within the business who help us pilot technology, give us input on what technology training is relevant, and they do mini trainings on hot topics since we can't be everywhere at all times. Although our programs look like this today, our platform is always evolving.
Renee, what are the biggest challenges and successes with user adoption?
So I'm going to start with our successes. As far as our biggest success, we've really found a user adoption format at Prologis that's resonating. We take over an office conference room for a day, and we deliver 3 45-minute interactive sessions that have been selected by that office. In between the sessions, we have walk-up hours where we'll answer top-of-mind technology questions, or we'll brainstorm with our colleagues on ways we can apply the technology to a specific use case. The offices select from a menu of sessions we've developed. We have things on the menu like Box Boot Camp, Working Outside the Box, OneNote, the app you'll want to marry, and a fan favorite, the Technology Variety Show. I attribute the success of this program to several factors. We give the offices a choice in what sessions we deliver. We keep the sessions short and relevant. We also make the sessions interactive. So each session has numerous exercises giving participants hands-on experience with the tools and using examples that they can relate. We also train on skills and tools they can start using immediately. And they can see how it will help them be more efficient and effective in what they do every day. And then finally, we make sure the sessions are high energy, memorable, and fun. I tell jokes, I may bring in a barista, we may do stretching exercises or brain teasers. I've even been known to do a magic trick or two. As far as the challenges, it really is getting people to take a first sip of the Kool-Aid. Until someone experiences their first user adoption session with us, they really just don't know what to expect. Our sessions, webinars, and online community are 100% opt-in. So participants are not required to attend. They may think, I don't know what OneNote is, nor do I think I need to learn it. How we've worked to overcome this challenge is to really organize an on-site program through leaders at each office, help them understand the value it can bring, and then have them help influence attendance. So far, we've had an ongoing average of 75% attendance. When we initially launched our platform, we found early adopters within the organization who had influence, and they were willing to take a chance on our program. Then it was up to us to deliver a strong performance that proved our value. Moving forward, we then had references and champions to help promote the platform at other offices. Another challenge we have is that technology changes rapidly. With subscription-based software, changes can occur weekly or monthly. Trying to keep people up to date with new features and functions, security requirements, and processes, it's a challenge, especially since they have a day job to focus on. This is where getting the membership and readership on our online community is critical, and why we are driving an ambassador program at the offices, so we have feet on the ground that can help us spread the message. For example, when we rolled out multi-factor authentication, there's an app available that makes the authentication process much quicker. Although information about the app and how to configure it was provided through multiple channels like company email, articles on our intranet site, we knew a majority of people would miss this information. Since our team is quite small, we knew we couldn't support the high touch required for getting this message out. So we reached out to our ambassador network and provided them a simple guide, allowing them to hold mini sessions with people in their offices. There's definitely a lot of noise we encounter every day, so some of the biggest challenges for us is just being heard. Through our champions, ambassadors, and impactful programs, we're cutting through that noise.
Renee, what advice would you like to share with people working on improving user adoption?
I have a couple pieces of advice. First and foremost, no matter how Jetsons we get with video conferencing and webinar capabilities, nothing beats in-person interactions. Personal touch helps forge those relationships, which allows for more meaningful interaction when you must utilize webinars. Another piece of advice is bring unbridled enthusiasm to your interactions. It's contagious. If you're excited about what you're speaking to, then your participants and audience will follow suit. Also, it's critical to be a marketer. Come up with a user adoption brand and promote the heck out of it. Create an identity for your user adoption program. Make a splash and do something different to cut through that noise. For example, we hold a monthly technology webinar, and we wanted to get our viewership up. So at the beginning of the year, we held a premiere party at our large offices for the kickoff of the 2018 season. We had a red carpet, we had stanchions and ropes, we brought in a popcorn machine, and I even wore a ball gown. So PR and marketing is critical to the success of your program. And then my last piece of advice is keep experimenting. We're really fortunate right now that we've found a format that's resonating at Prologis. But that's right now. It doesn't mean in another year our format will still be successful. Even right now, we've tried some things that haven't been so popular, like the monthly webinar I was just mentioning. We're still struggling with viewership. So we're giving it a little more time to incubate, but if participation doesn't increase, we'll try something else. Winston Churchill defined success as the ability to move from one failure to another without loss of enthusiasm.
Renee, where can we learn more about user adoption and your work on the subject?
So the programs that we've created are proprietary to Prologis. So we're not publishing or promoting our format externally. So for right now, the best place for people to learn about our user adoption methodology is right here on your podcast.
Well, thanks, Renee.
Thank you.
For more on this, visit useradoptionpodcast.com. Don't forget to please subscribe, rate, and review. And for a book about this, check out useradoptionbook.com. Tune in next week for the next episode. Thanks for listening.